What up, y'all? Welcome back to another episode of the CP Podcast. Man, I'm your host, CP, and this is the CP Podcast, the podcast where we talk about the shit CP want to talk about. If you don't want to talk about that, you know what you can do. It's like, no, you don't get the fuck on. That's what you can do. You thought I wasn't going to say it. You thought I was about to come off of that and be mature, more mature this week. No, I'm not. I want to talk about shit that I want to talk about that I find interesting. It's the conversation. All right? To my right in the fight for everything that's right is Maya. How are you?
Very good.
Nice.
Very good.
How's Roman?
Fantastic.
Nice. Fucking beautiful kid. How's
Thank
Tony?
you. He's good. He was adventuring with Amir.
Right. And then we got Amir back.
Yeah.
That's a dog-ass Philly jersey. Man, how you feel about Ivo's statue?
I was upset at first.
But then you saw the rest of it, right?
Okay.
Yeah. Somebody out there playing chess with them motherfuckers.
Somebody said they gave him Calvin Cambridge from like Mike.
Yeah, I saw that. That was funny as hell. They gave that nigga straight up G.I. Joe statue.
Yeah. I was like, dang, that's small. But
yeah,
it makes
man.
sense, I guess, in Philadelphia context.
Right. You know what I'm saying? But Rocky, you do got a big ass statue, and they got to fix that. Rocky need a smaller statue. He's not even real. He's not even real. Ain't that a bitch?
That's crazy.
He's an idea.
He's
That's
right.
crazy.
I remember they was about to put a RoboCop statue in Detroit.
What?
Yeah, I think Detroit was like, man, get the fuck on with that bullshit.
I see some like local rapper was upset because they got the little Detroit thing on the side of the highway. It was like,
Oh, yeah.
that
Nigga G-Mac Cash. Yeah, that nigga, yeah, man. They got a fucking sign off a fucking wish.
Yeah.
Yeah, him and my boy Donnie, man. Them niggas, man. Yeah, that is, you know what? The sign is some bullshit. My thing is, bring up the sign because the sign that they promised us was like a Hollywood style sign. My question is, how do people in Detroit think that they're going to put this big ass sign on the freeway? Look at the sign that they promised us.
Wait a minute. Is this? I'm not familiar.
Hell no, that's not it.
How is
That
it?
big ass
It's on the
gear.
side of the highway.
It's on the side of the. It's on 94, I believe.
Well, I guess it was supposed to be like that.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
Yeah, Detroit angry. Now, that's what they promised us, and that's what we got.
Oh, that's crazy. That's crazy.
They cut it off in the picture.
I mean, but you could tell how
but
small
you
it
can
is.
I mean, you can see houses through there. Like,
That's crazy. That's super small.
dog, and it lights up like ooh, like they gave us some Christmas decorations.
Damn, they did y'all bogus.
Like, dog, these letters, you put these letters up for like a gender reveal. You ever see somebody have these letters and they feel like, congratulations,
marry
like,
me.
Yeah, marry me type shit. Now, I thought we was getting some big ass Hollywood, but then it's like, that's not even what the freeway looks like. Like, we don't have no big old mountain for it to sit on. That's the dirt. You know what I'm saying? It's like,
It's a mound.
it's a mound. You know, it's like, damn, man. Everybody was so excited. Look at the scale of, first of all, this is a 3-lane highway in this illustration. It's a 3-lane highway. Because that one semi is going that way, the one in the middle is coming this way. And then, I mean, I don't know who the fuck did this picture, but look at the scale of the letters against a semi.
Yeah, that shit was gonna be massive.
And then look at the scale of the letters against a U-Haul van. Man, god damn it, man. You know, it's like we be having so much high hopes. Like, first of all, what made us think that we could get that big ass sign for $400,000?
I was gonna say 400,000 is not a lot of money.
Like, that's not. No, we gotta pay for labor and installation and shit. Like, no, man.
And whoever is managing it is gonna take like 25%.
Why didn't we get them big ass letters like that? I was so looking forward to Detroit being in Hollywood. It's nowhere to put a sign that big.
Because there's no mountain.
I don't know, Amir, man. I don't know. I don't want to speak for the city. They might have a piece of land that they want to put a big ass Detroit on. This Detroit, though, looks crazy. And they knew it, too. When they got done, the construction workers was like, shit, this what they want? Okay, well,
It looked like you can knock it over.
Man,
Yeah.
dog,
I don't
so,
like
yeah.
the fact that it's like, maybe it's a bad picture, but it doesn't look like it's on even ground either.
It's on cement blocks. You can see.
Because I noticed,
Right, but he's saying like they don't look equal.
It doesn't look like level.
They
Yeah.
should have made one higher. The E needed to be higher.
I guess it looked different
to
if you're on a
even it
highway.
out.
It's kind of like you going into it almost. I don't
need
know.
to see it, man. I'm going home in a few weeks, man. I need to see this shit. I need to see this statue or this whatever it is, because I feel like the same people who made Allen Iverson statue made these Detroit letters, and it's a miniature statue company that's taking people's money. But damn, we could have got a big ass. I would have took a big old English D, just the D,
Like the
Tigers.
Yeah.
You know what I'm
Tigers,
saying?
yeah. That would have been hard.
I mean, pause. You know, I ain't trying to take just the D, but
Wait, what's wrong with this statue?
It's really small.
Oh, I see next to him.
yeah.
Oh, it's little.
And then, you know, he was a little nigga. So now they trying to, you know, it's just like a lot of comparisons. They're like, hey, like, what the fuck y'all trying to say?
But apparently all of the statues.
Yeah, all of the statues outside. Like, literally, there's a statue right behind them that you can kind of see in that picture. That's also, because you can see that tiny little foot. So, yeah, man. AI, fuck what they talking about, man. But they still owe you a big one. You know what I'm saying? That's just, you know, for these. These is like little chess pieces, for real. You could just, a nigga, you know what I'm saying?
It's like a garden statue.
I guess, you know. I just want that nigga statue to be here forever. And this little statue, somebody might sit on that bitch and break the arm off. You know, Sparty got a bigger statue at Michigan State than this. The Sparty statue was crazy. You know, like when we play like U of M, our statue is like at Michigan State, our statue was like sacred. So like some kids have to camp out in front of the statue so that the kids from U of M can't come up and like paintball our statue. And some years they get it. You know what I'm saying? And
do you rag on the kids who didn't do security very well if they get it?
I mean, the school's so big, we don't be knowing who did security for real. You know what I'm saying? You know, you know, I mean, honestly, some shit is just some white kid shit. It just is what it is. If you black and you up there, you holding on for dear life, trying to make sure you can graduate out that bitch, you ain't got time to be doing extra shit. Because, you know, niggas will take it too far. Niggas will be up there strapped. You know what I'm saying? Like,
let's calm down.
Niggas will have some goddamn, some Dracos up there. In other news, 6 or 7 U of M kids gunned down for paintballing Sparty. But that's what niggas would do. So yeah, we let them have that. But yeah, man, pull it up real quick. Pull it up. The Sparty statue at MSU. Damn, Zay said Kobe statue look like young Dolph. That's, man, I gotta. That's fucked up. Yeah, yeah.
It's so blurry.
Hold on. Go back. Okay, no, I thought somebody had got it. Put a Sparty statue.
He kind of like holding his pants up or something. That shit kind of hard.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. That nigga going crazy. Look at him. Yeah. He hungry. That nigga ribs are showing. That's supposed to be like the perfect physique. Get the fuck out of here. That nigga hungry as hell.
And it look like got a sundial on his chest.
Yeah, that shit look crazy. You can see that nigga like he ain't got no organs. This nigga was wearing a corset. He's wearing one of them damn. This nigga be wearing a waist trainer. What kind of warrior?
You gotta stay hungry. You get full, you get slow.
Fuck out of here.
You have a few crackers and go on about your day.
I'm finna. That's crazy.
You gotta stay hungry.
That's not true, Maya.
You gotta get in primal mode.
Maya, that's not true. What you say like
you're gonna get cramps.
You say like it's such a fact. You kill, then you eat. You know what I'm saying? Like,
yeah,
right.
you kill, then you eat.
Right, but you don't stay hungry.
Yeah, but if you're gonna go in warrior mode, you wanna be a little hungry.
I'll be mad. I guess, but then you start getting a headache. Nah, I'm faster when I'm full. I'm faster when I'm right at the perfect, like 3 tacos, and I could kill everybody in this
3 tacos, 1 taco.
Really?
1 taco. Because you have the energy to move, but you still want more tacos. And this person is in the way of you getting more tacos.
Fuck that. Because what if I run in there and a damn arrow hit me in the back of the head? You know what I'm going to think as I go down and bleed? Be like, I should have had 2 more tacos. Because it didn't matter. Hell no, I'm eating 3 tacos. Bam. They can be like, we'll go. I'll be like, hold on, y'all. Hold on. Let me get 2 more. God damn, y'all started? Ooh, y'all fighting. Oh, here I come. Nigga, what? somebody got to be in the second wave. You know what I'm saying? Like, all right, here I come. All right. Give my shell. Give my shell. Give my shell. Give my shell. Oh god damn. Let me get some of that drink. Some of that drink. I'll be ready for war, but I gotta get full first. Give me some of that drink. Some of that drink. Ah, here you go. Ah, where they at? Ah, you know what I'm saying?
Your horse is looking at you like you some bitch.
I'm gonna jump on my horse and burp some motherfucking Dr. Pepper and get going. Get the man, please. They'll be like, that nigga was sweet as hell at war. Out there showing off. Choo, choo, choo. Taco Tuesday. You know what I'm saying? Man, what the fuck? I'm gonna get tacos when I leave this bitch. Fuck that. I nod and talk myself into a taco craving.
Do you do American tacos? Do you do Mexican tacos?
I do Tex-Mex tacos. You know, those are the ground beef tacos. American, basically, but it's like...
With cheese? Shredded cheese?
Yeah, shredded cheese, little lettuce, little tomato. Anything else is like a flatbread sandwich. Like, man, go on with all that chicken and shit and shredded steak in the tacos. I don't have time for that.
Low fat?
Keeps you lean. How do white people make tacos? I've never had a white person's taco, and I've never even... I don't think they fuck around with it.
No, they do like the Tex-Mex kind of thing. Buy them in the store.
Okay, yeah, I like that. I love a crunchy motherfucking taco. Also, you can take a corn shell and fry that bitch yourself.
You can.
And them bitches go crazy. Mm-hmm. Yeah, you do 2 or 3 of them. Next thing you know, you be feeling like you an abuelo. You know what I'm saying? You turn into a motherfucking abuelo. You do about 2 or 3 of them bitches. Yeah, for real. Hey, put your brother down. You turn into a motherfucking whatever. Anyway,
you want to see something messed up?
Let me. Early.
Somebody said ground beef is nigga tacos, but goddamn it, Zay, guess what? I don't know what niggas do. That's like some nigga shit. Like, nigga, I don't give a fuck. Hey, guess what? Put that right next to the watermelon for me. Watermelon chicken and nigga tacos. I don't have time for all that other shit. Fucking carne asada.
It's really good.
I don't need no meat with 2 names. My bologna has a first name ass bullshit ass meat. Anyway, so okay. Woo! All right. I'm ready. Conspiracy mode so that the fans don't leave us. You ready? Go.
You don't need to be. This is not conspiracy. This is outright. They're saying it. So.
What is it?
No.
Hell no. That bitch look dead and cross-eyed. Oh, these hoes fake.
Yeah.
I mean, not hoes. Yeah, my mom be watching this.
Wait. Oh.
I don't understand.
Was that what I thought it was?
Yeah.
No.
All AI women.
They all look the same. They have like the same face.
And that's a fleshlight.
Fleshlight.
Oh. Ain't nothing wrong with that.
No.
That's virtual sexuality.
Yeah, but don't you think that a lot of young men are just not going to go out and date because of this?
Oh, yup. And a lot of these broke ass hoes gonna have to get a job. The ball just tipped. Yeah, bitch, I got me an AI bitch. Yeah. She don't need nothing. No drinks or nothing. I could be like, be drunk. This bitch be like, hey, you know something else? I'd be like, less drunk. Man, please. What? Yeah, you hoes are on the clock. Figure it out. Time to be nicer. Time to put those attitudes away, ladies. Because these, especially, man, what? It's about to be some rich ass niggas running around their house laughing. I got all these AI hoes.
So do you really think that men are still going to go to work and earn as much as they would before if they can go to this AI hoe?
Mm-hmm.
Like, that's a lot of this competition is
here's what women don't understand. I'm still gonna need a better AI bitch eventually. You know what I'm saying? Like, this bitch ain't safe neither. You feel me? Like, she too shall get upgraded to the PS5, the pussy system 5. See, look, you got to go to work so you can get a better system. Some of these niggas gonna need to go have a base bitch who is just. They ain't get, you know what I'm saying? Ain't no DLP, like flat out My bitch gonna need a sexier bedroom than that. I don't like none of that decoration. That like some kid shit. That's weird. Bam. Put her into like some boomerang type shit. Also, get all these Sailor Moon looking hoes out of here. You know what I'm saying? Where
there's no black one. Was there not a black one?
no, I wasn't no black
they
one.
all had the same kind of nose and like eyes area. But I
This bitch
realized
like a
that you
straight
made
up
a good point,
mannequin.
CP though. How the room looks. This shit is definitely pointed at teenagers.
Yeah.
This is appointed to teenagers for sure, or people who are attracted to.
See,
teenagers.
right. See, look. For an old man like myself, this
I don't
would
know.
be
They look like they're in high school. She has like.
She looks like 21.
She got tattoos and shit. Yeah, she about 21, but she look dumb as hell. Look at them gym shoes.
I'm saying like maybe not her specifically, but the other ones definitely look younger than she did.
Yeah, dumbass gym shoes on.
Yeah, that.
Why her hands melted together like that? Ugh.
Because AI is trash.
Right. So what kind of hand job is this? Look, I'm gonna need my money back if the bitch hands don't come apart. But this for the broke niggas. Like I said, the more money you get, shit. And low key, if it's AI, it should be 3 hoes in there.
Well, you can do whatever you want, but if you're going for this and you're not going for women, you're not having kids.
Oh.
Well, I mean, this guy makes a point.
You
This is
said that to a
why
man
AI
like we got a biological clock. Like, man, look.
You do have a biological clock.
No, we don't.
Yes, you do.
No, we
Your
don't.
Your sperm quality
Maya.
decreases with
Okay,
age.
but that's not a biological clock. That sperm quality decrease doesn't lead to like a yearn or a need for us to want to reproduce. As a matter of fact, most men never even know that their sperm count has decreased. And they just walking around like my nuts feel regular. Meanwhile, nigga, you walk around with 2 swimmers. 2 out of billions. Your ass you got 2 left. Like you could maybe bust a nut and maybe get somebody pregnant. I feel what you're saying, Maya. I think that the issue is that women started this. Women started the whole sex toy, extreme, crazy orgasm, blast your clit off type of shit. And it never, ever infringed on what y'all could do with men because at the end of the day, that dildo or that rose or that vibrator is not going to pay your bills. It's not going to carry in the waters. It's not going to drive. It's not going to fight somebody off if you need help. Meanwhile, for a man to get that same kind of access to that same kind of pleasure, it cuts out a lot of bullshit that a nigga would have to put up with. Granted, a person to love and somebody to connect with is paramount, right?
It's better than a box
But
where you
guess
put your
what,
dick
though?
in.
I hear you, but I mean, when you look at the emotional distress that some of these women who don't even like the dudes, they just want somebody to pay for it. It's like, listen, this is leaning towards even in the playing field, and that scares women because women know how expensive and how crazy they are. And if nobody is there to put up with them because of the fear of not getting no pussy, then now that creates a real question. It creates a real question. Who need who?
Actually,
I think it's gonna hurt men a lot worse than it will hurt women.
Why?
because
Give it-
women
give
are
it-
earning
no,
now.
give
This
it like
isn't
5 years.
Women are
1970.
earning now, right? But they're not earned. Man, women don't make the roads and the buildings and the cars. Like, I hear you, but
They're making the money they want to make.
pussy is the carrot that is in front of the man in society that is kind of making shit move. It's one of them.
It is a major one.
It's a major one. And it's a lot of shit attached to it. You could want to have a nice car, but not for niggas. You could want to look nice, but not for niggas. You know, you're trying to smell nice, but not for niggas. What happened is, no, that is like the main driver who can get the most and the best quality. That's like the real hunter-gatherer man shit. Right?
I mean, that's when it comes down to competition.
That's when it comes down to competition, right? And so now, this isn't going to affect the top women. It's going to affect the women that are leaning on the shield. The shield being the fact that they have a vagina and men are horny. It's the women who are medium, middle of the pack to the bottom of the barrel who have been surviving off of the fact that the woman name is, you know what I'm saying? Like, you know, this is gonna fuck the life up for ugly women.
Well, also, you don't think that men have this urge to reproduce, but they do. And men who don't have children oftentimes are
Put it
really
like,
depressed about it.
Can I tell you something that I don't know if you're gonna agree with or not?
Sure.
Men have the urge to reproduce.
That's why you get these single guys hiring surrogate mothers.
Hold on. I mean, because they're gay. But
No,
listen.
they're straight.
Oh, okay. I mean, I don't know no straight. Whatever. Anyway, men get the inclination to reproduce when they find a woman who they feel is worthy of that. Then it really, really heats up. Man, I want her to have my baby.
I think that's true. I think that's absolutely true.
Right. Not
right.
a lot of dudes are out here going, I just want a baby, the way that women are going, I just want a baby. Like, women are like, yo, I need a baby right now. Like, flat out, like, I need a baby right now. You ain't got to be in the picture. I'm going to freeze my eggs. I'm going to do whatever I got to say. Women are desperate to reproduce. Men are not. Women need men to be horny because that is the factory in which y'all can plug into, no pun intended, to always be sure that, like every woman knows that she can go get pregnant if she needs to.
You can go to sperm bank and you get the top shelf sperm.
Okay, right.
Which I would rather do than put up with some crusty
but that's not
mid-range guy.
That's not your average girl is not going to the sperm, but your average girl is telling some broke ass nigga to shoot the club up. Because, and I don't even mean nigga as in black people, but the average woman in America is, I mean, you go sit there and watch Maury or Jerry Springer for a week and you'll see what the fuck middle America is talking about with the fucking average. It's like, come on, man. Like, shit like this, unfortunately, it ain't gonna change the game for everybody, like I said. But, hoes that have been, and I mean whores and prostitutes that have been charging nerds and people who are socially inept for sex are gonna go out of business.
Nope.
You don't think so? Nothing gonna be real pussy?
No, and they know that too. And every dude knows that.
Guess what? Every dude does know that. But the technology is weak as fuck right now. Like, if we, I guarantee you, my nigga, we had a time machine and we went back in time with a pallet, a forklift pallet of roses and dropped them off in the 50s. And we came back here, you would see niggas start disappearing like popcorn. You be like, what the fuck? Because if they these is next level nuts.
What is
the rose is a clit sucking apparatus that has like all these different clit sucking speeds. It could be like, regular Wednesday suck, then like Saturday suck. Like, it's crazy. And so women be having crazy orgasms super duper quick.
Okay, so for those of you who don't know, it's on the screen right now. I didn't know what I thought you were talking about the Bachelorette
You didn't know
rose.
what the rose was. Well, excuse the rest of us living in the fucked up world. No, I'm just joking. But if you dropped 200 of these off in the 50s, 600,000 niggas to come up missing.
That's a good movie.
You know what I'm saying?
That's a good
That'd
time
be a crazy ass movie. Just throwing roses like grenades into the hood. You know what I'm saying? Like, the riots never happened. Like, women are busting next level nuts on these.
I mean, good for them. A lot of these guys don't care about them, and they're just with them.
Look
to
at
have
the
sex
rose
with
that
them.
come with a little booty hole tickler.
Oh wow!
Yeah.
I can get it at Walmart, and it's in stock.
What? Sorry, Tony.
No, that's okay.
No, I'm joking.
There's stuff to clean. That's crazy. But now this guy says, this was Bry AI who posted this, that it's not going to affect the top 20% of the gene pool because
I just said that.
What happened there?
A bottle fill?
Oh, okay.
I just said that. It's not going to affect the cream of the crop. But, like, people don't have to fuck ugly people anymore.
Ugly people are going to be the ones that miss out. So basically it's going to be
Please come home. My bad. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
It's going to be like eugenics. It's going to be like the next generation who's reproducing. It's going to be like the top 20%, also in money, can have like 4 or 5 kids and just keep making babies. And like they don't care about the rest of it. And then these other guys who aren't so ambitious, they don't want to go talk to girls, etc. So their genes die out.
The technology is not getting good for fake pussies because the government does not want us to really stop. Like these fake pussies are like, dog, come on now. These fleshlights should have been way better. That's the same fleshlight from 8-9 years ago. Like it should have been came out with something way better than what
Is
they
it? Is that the
They
same?
out there. They definitely out there.
Nah, man, they not out
but
there,
it
man.
ain't going. It's like to that degree. It's just that the cost, like what the cost to make it, and then how many people are actually gonna buy it. That's really the thing. You know how it's just
Make the good
economics.
product that has a real coochie on it.
They have ones that literally do shit like get wet and all kinds of shit like that. That shit just costs, and it's like that clientele. Like how many people buying that shit?
How far? How far are they going into the fake coochies?
Oh,
Like how far are they going?
You messing up my
Yeah,
search engine.
you're gonna screw up my thing. I'm just gonna put this on the screen. I don't even want to look at all this stuff. But you
Well,
gonna,
we
Anybody
seen
want to look
those.
at these dead body bitches? Like this is.
that's creepy. I think the whole thing is creepy.
That one's terrible. That's a pretty bad one though.
Oh, I don't
I don't care
even
about the
know.
face.
Oh, you get this
Amir,
one on
like it's
Amazon?
quality in here. Don't get it twisted.
View image.
Okay. So then the sex dolls. They have the sex dolls, right? That's like $8,000. But it's like, for what? For this factory dry ass coochie? Like, dog, that's not gonna cut it.
$460.
And what
Well-
does it do?
That
I'm not going to my Amazon with this. I'm not putting this in my algorithm.
It's already in there. Too late. Sorry.
Fine, visit Amazon.
it's crazy. That's on Amazon.
Yeah, it's on Amazon.
I mean, it makes sense though. $450 is crazy.
Man, $450 for a little booty is insane.
You said her booty's too little. Okay, this is vulgar.
Man, come on, dog.
Yeah.
This
All
little
right,
booty, little
that's
bitch.
just all vulgar. But the thing about the AI girlfriend is she also talks to you. It's like you can have a chat with girls.
And that's what those niggas want.
Yo.
That's what the dudes want.
My friend came up to me the other day. I hadn't seen her in like 2 years. And 2 or 3 years ago, she's like, Maya, you got to get in on this business opportunity. All you have to do is talk to these guys over the webcam.
Mhm.
I was like, I'm not really going to do that. I can't really pretend to be interested. I'm not that type.
Mhm.
That's why I'd rather work behind the scenes than in the front, even when you're talking about the kitchen. I'd rather do my work and go home. And so I see her like a week ago, and she's like, oh, you should have gotten in on this opportunity. We made so much money. All you have to do is talk to these dudes and then like just pretend you're interested. And she drives up in a brand new Tesla. She's like, I'm looking for houses. I'm like, damn, AI will replace that because that's just girls chatting with you.
No, AI not gonna replace that. Because if you wanna, if you're looking for a chat, then you're looking for somebody who is intelligent and who can speak to you in a way that a human does. And if you don't even require the touch, you do require the voice and like a real brain to talk to. If they just doing that,
I don't know, bro.
I'm telling you, like,
They don't. It's not
FaceTiming. She said they FaceTime these
sometimes,
guys.
but it's usually just by text chat. Like they pay to just the text chat. It's crazy as hell. Like that
Yeah, no,
sounds
that's
crazy as
true.
hell, but they really just pay to text chat these people. Like that could easily be something that
But
could
see,
be handled by AI.
this the kind of shit that we shouldn't let AI in on. Like, do you understand that? Like, this is something that somebody came up with in a lab that knows our deepest desires and how to
Mhm.
invoke those. Like, when you testing out, all kind of when you testing out, what's that shit? Like cosmetics on monkeys and shit. When you go home, you go home. Them monkeys, they don't know shit about you.
Mm-hmm.
They don't know anything about what it means to be you. All they know is, all right, this makeup, this one hurts, this one, whatever. They're teaching AI about after work shit for humans. Like shit that has nothing to do with the science, nothing to do with pushing us forward. They're teaching AI how to distract us.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? Like this is what's gonna get them, feeling like this, and you can provide. It's like this is where I feel like it's dangerous. Like we teaching AI shit that they ain't got shit to do with. That's like saying like, let's teach AI how to scam old people next.
Well, that's already happening.
Oh yeah, because
That's
scammers can
already
use
happening.
it. Yeah.
Right. Oh, well, yeah, but I'm saying like teaching AI, not using AI to do it, but teaching AI to do it on its own for its own benefit, because that's what this type of shit is doing. This is like These are individuals hitting up AI, and AI has to have more realistic responses to the point where it's tricking these guys into like a sexual response, right? Teaching AI to do that, to be like our pleasure, is gonna be wild.
And make so much money off this shit, bro.
They have AI girlfriends.
Man.
Engage in friendly chat, role play, and grow your love and relationship skills. Yeah, a lot of
they gonna be buying
autistic
into this
dudes
shit.
are not gonna try to get a real girl. Then they're gonna get to be 60, and their computer's gonna go down, and they're like, "Where's my family? Where's my grandkids?"
Where's my grandkids? Nigga, they on the memory card. You weirdo. Go download your fucking grandkids again. Yeah, man, this shit crazy, dog. All right, so let's talk about some conspiracies, man. Some aliens. Did you see the lightning strike on the moon? Some shit that happened?
No, I wanted to say that. So Graham Hancock is now on Joe Rogan. So let me get to the YouTube, because this is what we talk about a lot, and I think we should actually have to go and we'll watch it. We will watch it because it's like 4.5 hours long, and these guys are having a debate. So it's Graham Hancock and Flint Dibble. And Graham Hancock did the Fingerprints of the Gods. So he's the one saying there's an ancient civilization in the world, like what you're always saying. Mm-hmm. So he wrote this whole book, Fingerprints of the Gods.
Inside the middle of the world.
No. That's not inner Earth, but like there's an ancient civilization that was on this Earth before the modern civilization. So he wrote that and he popularized that, Fingerprints of the Gods. And so this guy is called Flint Dibble, and he's having a debate, and he's like, no, you're wrong, Graham Hancock. There wasn't an ancient civilization, and here's the evidence for it. So he's sticking up for mainstream archaeology. And this is actually a really important debate, and I'm only an hour into it.
Anybody sticking up for mainstream archaeology is a part of the propaganda and a part of the... It's like, bro, come on, bro. Be smart, man.
He's making great points.
Yeah, I bet he is.
And he has the evidence.
No, he don't have no evidence.
Yeah, he does. It's a 4.5 hour thing. I'm like, yo, he's got some good evidence. I'm willing to listen to both sides. I've only started.
Some of us are fans of Michael Jordan. Others of us are fans of Dennis Rodman. Depends on what side of the game you like. I feel like you like the pessimist. You like, or is that what the word, the pessimist, or the skeptics? I feel like you respect the skeptics more than you respect the dreamer.
Who has the most evidence?
Sometimes.
And this guy has the most evidence. But I'm only an hour in. I need to listen to the next 3.5 hours.
Okay, that's fair. That's fair.
I'm going to listen to the whole thing.
Any clips? Did they do any shorts from this? They had to have, right?
Let's see if he has. Oh, he's only doing long clips. He's back on YouTube.
Cool.
He was on Spotify for a while. Let's see. Oh, he does have some clips. Well, we can't play that.
Shout out to Neil Brennan and Andrew Schultz. Anytime I see comedians on here, he do bring a lot of comments on here. I'll be forgetting that Joe Rogan is a comic too. You do so much other shit.
He's a good comic.
Yeah, he's a great comic, but you forget that because
he's so controversial.
Well, he just does a lot of other shit. Like, kudos to him. You know, like the UFC shit, and it was Fear Factor, and then the podcast. There's all kind of shit. Not even in that order, but he's got a lot of shit.
So I haven't gotten to this bit yet, the water erosion on the Sphinx. That's where I think that's good physical evidence for Graham Hancock's theory, because it means that the Sphinx was there while the Sahara was still a wet environment.
And that means that the Egyptians aren't responsible for the Sphinx the way that people keep saying. I think that there's a strong possibility that they could have modeled their self after the Sphinx. Like, you know how the Sphinx looks Egyptian? Mm-hmm. The Egyptians might look Sphinx.
Maybe it's the remnants of a more ancient civilization, but I haven't seen this. Do you want to watch some of this? It's 15 minutes, though.
Yeah, let's check it out. For the Patreon only, y'all know what it is. If you want to check out clips like this with us, get on the Patreon. So, okay. Eric D. Yeah, I would perform at Joe's Club. I have no problem with that. So I believe in the polar shifts, the Adam and Eve theory, with the world shifting every so many hundred years.
Oh, the magnetic north shifts.
And so that's why, like, You know, a lot of shit is on Antarctica and places that used to be tropical, and the Sahara used to be an ocean. You know what I'm saying? Like that kind of
Wet.
stuff.
It was a wet climate, yes.
Right, like a jungle, right?
Yeah.
Right, but like 1,000 years of rain, I think that would create an ocean.
Well, it would be like you're in a rainforest. So the Sphinx would have been there, but it's just getting rained on.
For 1,000 years.
Yeah, so they're like, well, it must have been while the Sahara was still a rainforest. That's what he's saying. Now, this other guy in the hat is going to say something else.
Right, but they're saying that 1,000 years, so straight up like it rained today, tomorrow, yesterday, today, next week, next month, next year, never stop raining. It's 1,000 years of rain.
Well, it would be some rain each day. Like, you know, in the Caribbean, it'll rain for like 20 minutes a day. Sometimes in the rainforest, it'll rain for like an hour a day. Sometimes it'll rain for a few days.
Got you. But every day it's going to rain for sure.
5 days a week. Or sometimes it'll rain 4 or 5 days a week. You know what I mean?
Yeah, and that rain, the substrate that is creating like that jungle floor is just full of all kind of shit. Like that's like, you know, like the rainforest has so many animals and so much shit, and people be walking around that shit barefooted.
Crazy people.
Dog, what the fuck? You know, they toes and got fucked up.
I don't even go. So I wouldn't even go to the rainforest.
If you got bit by some shit, hear me out, because I know it's probably unlikely. If you got bit by a snake and didn't know it, because what I feel like that be happening to them sometimes, they get bit by shit and didn't know it. Could you subconsciously yield yourself through the sickness that it would cause? Like,
I doubt it.
Do you understand what I'm saying though? Like,
It depends
it's all a
on the
mental thing.
snake,
right?
though.
Is how much of this stuff is mental though?
No,
Well,
venom is venom.
Yeah,
Poison is
that
poison.
shit'll make your blood thick.
Right. I know, like it'll fucking stop it from clotting and just
Yeah.
turn into a fucking sponge inside of you. I get that.
Whether you know it or not.
Whether
It's
you
like
know it or not.
it's like thinking that like, well, I don't believe that anything can harm me, so a stray bullet can't get me. Yo, a stray bullet will come through the wall.
Mm-hmm. Damn.
It's not all about you all the time, you know?
Right. Sometimes you just in the way.
You get in the way.
Or you behind the way. How you know, a lot of people get shot being behind somebody who got shot.
Yeah.
Bullets ain't got no names on it, you know? And even if you do write a name on the bullet can't spell. Bullet don't know who the fuck, you know? That's
It
like
just
you
goes
might as well
straight.
tell it to a dog.
Dog knows better than a bullet. Yeah. Do you want to see this guy's response or you're like, meh?
I kind of do want to see his response. Are they arguing in the same room?
I'm at an hour in, yeah, they're in the same room. I'm an hour in 6 and they are starting to get really petty between the two of them.
Really?
Yeah, they kind of start nipping at each other and I'm like, okay, guys, calm down. But I want to watch the whole thing, take actual notes. But I didn't see this part. It must be from a later part than I watched.
Yeah. Let's see brother Dabble's response. Brother Dibble. Now here's my question too. The lion, the king of the jungle. Has anybody ever worshipped lions during this planet?
Rastafari and the England, their symbol is the lion.
Yeah, I forgot about that. The Lannisters.
And actual England too.
Yeah.
Not just Game of Thrones.
Right, no. But I'm saying like, you know, that's they remind me of the Lannisters. So my thing is, how crazy would it be if humans are the primates' evolutionary representative that runs the planet right now? Right. So hear me out.
Mm-hmm.
Our close relatives are primates, monkeys, right? Those are
Bonobos and chimps are our closest
Right.
relatives.
So
Apes.
right, apes. So we belong to the primate group. If
we're
you really
an
want
ape.
to, yeah.
We're a great ape.
Do you think that we're the great ape
We are an ape, classified. We're an ape.
based on the way that a square is a rectangle, but a rectangle is not a square? That kind of
I mean, yeah, our official classification system is that
it's
of
just
ape.
like based on what we have, what they have, what anatomically our bone structure and all of that. Because I mean, you know, we're not apes, but we are in that.
No, we are an ape.
So my point is, okay, fine. So let's say we are apes, right? Could there have been a time in this planet where there were like lion people and like cat people? And the reason why I say that is because I've seen like I've seen some conspiracies about ancient alien races and how they all had that evolutionary representative. You look at like old like Egyptian stuff and it's like a bird head on like a human body, or like and it's like, oh, maybe that's mass, maybe that's like symbolic or something. But then also like they talk about early like alien extraterrestrial geneticists that would basically splice things together, like quote unquote conspiracy wise, early on in our development, while they were trying to figure out what they could do. Like I feel like the same way that there's a reptilian, right?
People say there's reptilian.
Okay, fine, but if you look at like, why would it not be a reptilian if there is a great ape? Like, do you understand what I'm saying? Like the primates have a humanoid version, which is us.
Mm-hmm.
So who are we to think that other animal classifications have never had a humanoid version, or is that not possible? Like you watch shit like Ninja Turtles and it's all dope to us. Like, oh man, but basically what this is like these mutants are like humanoid other creatures. Like there's, you know what I'm saying? Like we're basically Teenage Mutant Ninja Monkeys.
Yeah, our brain size is very big compared to other animals. For our body weight, there's a lot of folding that happens in our brain. We can figure out a lot of abstract thinking, like language and things like that. We have a thumb that also helped, and being able to cook our food with fire. It took a lot to make the modern human. It wasn't. I mean, I know you're saying that there are these theories where we were developed as is and put here. And that's the Bible kind of says that we're made. We were made. We weren't. We didn't evolve. But if you're going by that we evolved, it took a lot. We didn't just evolve out of nothing.
So here's my next point then. All of the different things that they've shown us, though, Maya, have been humanoid type of mutant. So let's get this clear. Predator, the movie Predator, right, is a humanoid cephalopod style thing. It can cloak itself. It essentially was an octopus, right? Like some kind of squid like creature, predator.
It had the camouflage bit, but it was humanoid.
But the face, it was humanoid, right? But the face, the texture of the skin, you could tell that it was kind of cephalopody, right? Kind of. Then you look at like mermaids. Mermaids are the humanoid fish.
Yeah, I think both of these things they're not real though.
Right.
They're fiction.
Quote unquote though, right? Because they go back. So there's stories of these things before there was Hollywood. There are stories of these things, but before it was entertaining to have stories about these things.
It's
always been entertaining. Yeah. If that's one thing that humans have kept,
right. Well, because only the crew will go out to sea. And the stories that they came back with became folklore. And so then it became, is it true? Or is it just something that they're coming back to society to talk about? But all of these things that I'm trying to say, all of these quote unquote fake things, these are all like, one thing that they all have in common is there's a humanoid animal component to it. Mm-hmm. Right? And I've always wondered, like, dog, like, what does that mean? Like,
I think it's mythology. I think it's the story. The power of the story is very strong.
But then they tell us that mythology is like Greek mythology are rooted in real, or you know what I'm saying? It's like, the city of Atlantis was real, and these places.
Well, that's one example, and that's like.
But that's just one example, though.
Cities have fallen, but we haven't found a mermaid or anything like that.
They had footage, and of course, they had this footage. It was funny as hell. This guy was like, I've sent it to colleges, and everybody says, just look it up. Like the most recent mermaid sighting, they had some cameras in the ocean and caught footage of this thing kind of like ascending, and people were pointing out what different ways that it was fake.
Where did you see this?
I saw it online, so I'm pretty sure it was like YouTube or something like that, or I'm sorry, not YouTube, but Instagram or some shit like that.
Let's see.
It's
This
like
Animal
green.
Planet. This is not going to tell me the truth. The truth. It's not going to tell me anything. It's not what you're looking at.
But it's like even this, like why are they wasting time? Somebody had to executive produce this because it's entertaining is the reason why when this is considered one of our sources for non-fictional content. Like this is Animal Planet. It's not Cartoon Network. It's not Comedy Central. Like why do they have to entertain mythological things?
Because it gets the clicks. It's not about education anymore. It's about clicks. The only station that I can think of that's really hardcore education now still is PBS because they're dependent on donations and government funding. Everything else is all about clicks. The Learning Channel, not about learning.
The History Channel, not about history. It's about
Exactly.
aliens, ancient aliens. But it's like they own the media though, right? So they're doing this on purpose.
Who is this?
So what you mean? The powers that be, the very famous they that owns everything, the they that are conspiring against everybody through controlling what is the common knowledge, controlling the curriculums, controlling, what history really can be told where. They own the media.
That's a big leap to assume that there is a they that exists.
Oh man, no, it's not.
Illuminati or something like that? Globalist?
I mean, globalist, Illuminati, whatever you want to call it, the elites who feel like controlling us through the scope of knowledge that they want us to look through is, you know what I'm saying? I mean, I think that acknowledging the they is what being a conspiracy theorist is really all about. Because if it were not for they, then we would be privy to everything that we want to know about. But we're not because of the they who are privy. That's what I'm talking about. The they who know.
But this guy's going to make the point is people are researching and people are trying to share. It's just that it's not as easy. It's not like there's a book that has all the information in the world in it. You got to go and find it. It
absolutely is a book that has all the information in the world in it. Absolutely, 100%.
Where's this book?
I mean, what do you think it is, Maya? It's with the people who don't want to tell you the shit that they know. Like public officials that we vote into office now have secrets that they can't tell us.
Yeah, I mean, there's top secret information. Of course,
right.
there is.
And top secret
information. But they don't have all the information. They still have to find it and research it and do experiments. And there are scientists and archaeologists that are spending decades trying to just find one little bit of knowledge to add to the knowledge pool of the world.
But the problem is that the knowledge that they find, when it does not correspond with the agenda that is at play, then that knowledge has to be hidden, right? Like they have cars that could run on water. That's a fact.
Okay.
So then why are those not being made in mass production? Why are we still burning fossil fuels and killing people, quote unquote, for gasoline and oil?
Well, you still need gas when you use a boat. They still use gas.
No, bro, but...
And a car going on water still will use gas.
No. What you mean? A car going on electricity doesn't use gas?
You're not gonna put electricity. You're not gonna put electricity in the water though.
A car that runs on electricity, you still have to charge it. And we get a lot of our energy through natural gas and various other means. So we're still using energy.
But we don't have to though, right? Because that power can easily come from turbines, or that power could come from the sun very easily.
When you actually look at the stuff, like we're trying to get the tech there, but the tech isn't necessarily there.
What tech?
Solar panel tech.
The solar panel tech, I mean, they've made some crazy strides in solar panel tech, but it
doesn't compare to coal. It doesn't compare to natural gas.
On what scale? On like a personal scale?
Bang for the buck.
I mean...
Like, there's a reason why we're on petrol. It's a good source of energy. People are looking for other sources of energy. That's what Tony and Amir do all the time.
But I think that what I'm trying to get you to understand is that it's a good source of energy. It's like saying milk does a body good. It's like it absolutely may not do your body good, and it may not. It is the most profitable for somebody for us to all be on patrol, but don't get it twisted. Like there are ways, like for example, they have electric dams that are ran off of water.
Yeah, water power. Yeah,
right.
Have that.
And so that very thing could power a grid that could charge electric cars, that could charge homes. I mean, that could power homes just off of water alone. So then I ask you again, what are we really on patrol for? And the reason why is because somebody is making money off of the gas that we have to use.
It's not it's not that conspiratorial. Like not everywhere. For example, in Navajo Nation, they're so far apart that a lot of those places are run off of generators because that's the only way they can get electricity there.
And generators that's just gas, basically.
That's gas. That's
right.
gas.
But
now they're going to start using solar panels. Now that the tech is catching up,
right,
and they can do it.
But what about
it's
the
not
water?
A conspiracy.
Though? What about the
they
water?
don't have water over there, and to run those lines, to actually run the lines from a dam to the individual houses, that's a lot of infrastructure.
Have you Have you seen this light that runs on ocean water for 40 days?
I have not seen that light.
There's a lamp that you fill up with ocean water, shake it, and it stays illuminated for 40 days. And it can charge your phone. It can do all this stuff. It runs on ocean water. It has to be ocean water, though.
So salt water.
Right, salt water, right. But basically, right. But they said ocean water. Now, my question is, you know what else only runs in salt water? Is any kind of bioluminescent. There is no freshwater bioluminescent animals.
Okay. I mean, I'm not familiar with that, but
okay, I'm just saying.
I'll take your word for it.
I mean, well, freshwater doesn't go that deep. I don't think we have any crazy deep fresh water to where.
That's a good point.
Lakes are, but they're not going to go as deep. But
yeah,
also
like,
to where there's
like a trench.
If it's salt water, then that doesn't just make it oceans. That would be rivers too.
I don't know, but I know that you can't put some salt in some water and then try to make this thing work. They specifically said ocean water.
See, a lot of these renewables that we're finding is like to actually produce the object. I don't know about this. I'd have to take a little while to research it.
But let's watch the video about it, because this thing is a lantern that runs for 40 days off of one dip in some ocean water.
And what does it cost to produce? Where are we getting the materials to produce this? Because just because they can make one doesn't mean they can make a billion.
Not even the materials, but what about the technology? Okay. Okay, Amir, so far you're right. It is just salt water, I guess, because they didn't say ocean water.
This is from Business Insider in 2018. Called the hydrolyte. Charged particles in salt water conduct electricity across cells.
That's how they make the fish work.
Getting the lantern to work is simple. Just dip the cell in salt water. Turn that down. Or add a couple of teaspoons of salt to regular water.
So I didn't see this, Amir, so I apologize. You're right. It's just regular salt water.
And provide light for 250 hours.
No, I feel you. But see, this is not the one, though. The one I saw was 40 days. But, of course, the technology is going to get, anything Amazon.
What did you say right there?
Let's keep playing. It can be stored for 25 years before its initial use. So this is good for, in your bunker.
Yeah.
Doomsday preppers.
It's good for your bunker, but you could do this with your house.
What does it cost to produce? Because we're making the switch to electric vehicles now, which is all well and good.
Right.
But to get an electric car battery,
you got to have
cobalt, lithium, all this stuff that's really cost heavy to produce. Yeah. So in the end of the day, is it any better than a gas car? Because you still have to charge it. And where are we getting the electricity for our houses? A lot of that comes from natural gas. A lot of that comes from coal.
Right now, though, right? So we still need electricity. So you just saw how they just charge these phones off of the salt water, right? So that means that a big enough reactor for this with enough salt water theoretically should be able to power a lot more than just. And these type of renewable energies are popping up everywhere.
Well, the thing is that's on such a small scale. To put it in such a big scale where you would have to think like an entire infrastructure work on, we would suck the fucking ocean dry trying to do some shit like that.
I don't know, bro. I really don't know.
Because that's not going to, you think that the saltwater part that's not going to last forever. So you need more of it in order to even, use the.
So then imagine this. Imagine these type of reactors underneath the ocean, exposed at all times, with the salt water passing through it, not hurting the fish or anything, but literally in overexposed reactor like this just in the ocean, not sucking up the ocean water, because it didn't say that it destroyed the water. This just a reactor, the same way that we have power lines going through our neighborhoods, a reactor like this on the bottom of a buoy, right? That was just floating and continuously staying in salt water. And I'm just saying theoretically, like, then what? Then with salt water passing through it at all times, right? And they put netting around it to protect the fish, and they take all of the necessary precautions. Then what? Because now, if salt water can do it, then we have a whole planet of a renewable energy source right there.
I mean,
I think it would. I think the thing is like it would change the course of what the water is after it sits in there for a while, because salt water is corrosive for one thing. So you have those cells down there, and then after a long period of time, it's like, okay, or what if that area where it's at just happens to, move, because the ocean moves, so it moves away and it's not as salty, and then it knocks the whole grid out.
I mean, well,
like that.
Obviously,
it's like, I'm just saying that
right,
like these are just the challenges.
But there are ships, planes, all type of electric vehicles and shit like that are in the ocean right now that are going to be there forever. That the ocean is so big and vast that those things don't affect the water the way that we thinking about pollution and how it pollutes the sky. I just think that it's just very interesting. I'm curious to see what they're going to be able to do with some of these new sustainable energies, and who it profits for us to not do shit about it, because it ain't just something like somebody makes hundreds of millions of dollars a day, even billions a day, from everybody in the world using electricity.
I mean, even here in California, they already said, what is it, by 2035, they're trying to get all gas cars off the road?
Yeah, I don't know if that's realistic.
I don't know.
I don't know if that's realistic either. To be honest with you, they do have the technology, though. I'm sorry, I mean to cut you off.
No, I mean, they say they have the technology. A lot of times they have prototypes. A lot of times they're working on it. They say we can have this in 5-10 years. 5-10 years comes around. Where is this? Have you developed it?
Because that's 11 years from now.
But you know that there's something that they can put on your engine that'll turn your car electric. Have you heard about that?
I've heard about things like that. And do they work?
Kits. Do they work? That's a great question. I don't know.
I tried on a Beetle a few years ago. This was probably about 15 years ago. Everyone's converting their diesel engine to like fry oil.
Oh, I heard about that. Yeah.
And you know what? It corrodes the engine after a little while.
Of course it does.
So
that's not even a heavy enough oil.
Well, I mean, at least it's still an oil. Now you're
Right.
talking about a completely different tech that you got to switch around to.
I'm just saying, like a water, like these machines that they have now that are making water out of the air, right? Or like they're doing some crazy stuff. And water, the most abundant source on the planet, is kind of in the center of a lot of these things. I think that water is one of the mysteries that I don't think we've really fully uncovered for the ability to solve a lot of our problems. Like a lot of shit is water.
That's true. It's just, I think there are a lot of people working on this because Biden is putting a lot of funding behind these renewables, like a lot of money. So if a person can come out with a way, there is a reward for him or her to come out with this tech. There's thousands, millions probably people working on this tech right now. And it's not that there's a conspiracy against them. It's just that they can't find the scientific formulas. They can't find the right materials. It is really a material problem. It's not. Sometimes I'm sure. Yeah, I'm sure. For example, this is what I heard, and I'm not ready to do a report on it, but they have tires that can run over a nail and not go flat.
Yeah,
but tire companies are like, nah, we're gonna have to keep selling tires. So there is definitely a conspiracy by these corporations.
Well, they have tires that aren't taking air, because putting air in a tire is like fucking Acme 1990 type of, like, it's so much other shit that you could put inside of a tire. Right, that can make it do the same exact thing. Like there's like foams that you could put inside of tires that
makes sense.
You know what I'm saying?
It makes
like
a lot of sense.
So like the fact that we even still putting air in our tires is fucking insane. But before we get out of today's episode, I want to do two things. The first thing is I want to give a shout out to one of our amazing sponsors, Nico Kitchen Shop. Are you looking to boost your health and wellness? You need to look no farther than Nico Kitchen Shop for all of your CMOS goods and all of her CMOS goods that she sells. That didn't sound right, but that's okay.
She sells sea moss.
She,
The gummies are good.
She sells sea moss. The gummies are good. The applesauce is good. And everything is, like vegan, even like down to like the vegan capsules and stuff like that for the different pills that she has. You guys can definitely go over there and to NicoKitchenShop.com and use the promo code CP sent me, and you can get 15% off. That's CP sent me to get 15% off. And that's NicoKitchenShop.com. People have been telling me that their stuff has been coming in. I want to hear y'all reviews, man. What's going on with y'all sea moss? You said Tony likes it?
Yeah,
I
eat all
love
the gummies.
I love it. The gummies, yeah, we need more gummies. Cool.
Send to the studio more gummies.
Yes, we need more gummies. And yeah, that's it, man. And also I want to give shout out to the chat too. Let's see who's all in here today. Some of these Patreons. Some people probably left, so if you left, sorry. But Jabril, Builder, Ian Watkins, Mike Arb, Zaynova, Eric D, Avery, Tiffany Alexandra. Yeah, Tiffany Alexandra. All of y'all, man, appreciate y'all locking in with us. You feel me? See peeps always. And so that's that. Can I ask you a question?
Mm-hmm.
Do you know about the monoliths, and do you know what's bringing them?
I've heard about these monoliths. I think it's probably some joke by some rich person to troll people.
They're all over the world.
So are rich people.
I guess. I mean, professional installations deep into the ground like that.
Yeah.
Damn.
Anything that's possible by humans, I assume that it's humans trolling people. And they're going to try to sell you like the new iPhone or something like that.
Off the monolith?
I think it's going to be like, everyone gather around. Remember that episode of The Simpsons where they planted that angel skeleton and everyone was like, oh, the angel, the angel.
Yeah. Simpsons, man. God damn. They be telling it. Well, I want to talk about the monoliths. I want to get into them. I want to know all the spots where they're at and what makes, this is a monolith for everybody who doesn't know. This is what I want to talk about next week. A perfect monolith appeared in Wales, but they're all over the place. We really need to do another deep dive on some of the topics that we've done in the past that have new information that's come out about.
Do you want to watch that Joe Rogan and see what the other guy has to say for next week?
Mm-hmm. I'll definitely do that too.
So that's just on YouTube now. I'm glad he's back on YouTube. I don't have to go to Spotify. He has better guests now.
Yeah, man. It's big deal. It's big deal to get on the podcast, man. We need some guests. Shit, y'all need to come be on a CP podcast. You feel me? And talk some shit about some famous people so we can get rich. I was at a Diddy party. Hey, man, what you think? Think Diddy out of here before we go?
I haven't been following Diddy too closely.
Really?
Yeah, I mean, after I believe it was right before Easter, where the police came and raided his stuff. That's the last I've really been following. What happened with Diddy?
I don't know. Shit, I wasn't there, but they just it's weird that all this Drake and all these battles and shit is going on when it's like a distraction. It's like the perfect distraction when we should be focused on all this mess going on. We get a good battle and it's like, God damn it, we'll take this, but it's not what we asked for. We were trying to know what's going on, but it's interesting, man. If I was them, I'd be like, hey, we need y'all to do a beef because we're in trouble.
The powers that be, the Illuminati behind the scenes. You think they're controlling things to that extent?
Man, what is the Illuminati? And I don't know.
I could see it happening in entertainment, and I wouldn't call it the Illuminati. I'd call it some sort of mafia that we don't know about for entertainment. Because like, who's running the strings? Who's deciding what goes on the radio? That's the one area where I'm like, the not so talented can get far ahead. When you're talking about like aerospace technology and stuff like that, now you need like engineers who know what they're doing. You can't just have some dude.
Right.
But
that's true.
There are probably thousands of rappers that could be the top rapper. And who decides who's the best one?
So you don't think Drake the best rapper?
I'm not going into this. I don't want to offend anybody in the audience.
Oh, what you mean? I'm sure they would
Amir,
love
do you have
to
an
know.
opinion?
Partially manufactured, but at the same time, people have to like it too.
Got you. Who you think?
Because if
win?
people don't like it, then it's not gonna go anywhere.
Who you think go win? That's true. Who you think go win? Drake or Kendrick?
The beef? I don't know. The thing is I knew Drake would respond, obviously, but Kendrick's not the type of person to go out of his way to address one person on a single song. He's never done it before, so he's the little unexpected person in this whole thing.
Yeah, but he do a lot of shit. Like, you know, Kendrick started a lot of shit on other people's shit.
Yeah, but that's what I'm saying. He pop up and then he don't drop music all the time, so I don't expect him to come out of nowhere and just drop a diss. I don't see it happening like that. I'm not gonna say that it's impossible, but it's just,
Drake just did is so crazy.
It's just he had to address so many people, and that's the thing. So he's not gonna go out of his way to.
But what he said to Kendrick though was just man. As a short nigga, it's like, bro, he was short shaming the shit out of him. He said, your little midget ass better drop it, give it. I was like, fuck. God damn it. Kendrick's a little shorter than me. God damn it. We're trying our best out here, Drake. Thanks a lot, tall bitch. Whatever. Anyway, man, we out of here, man. I'm CP. That's Maya. That's Amir. Peace, man. See y'all next week. Holla.